Jail report?
Okay, today we have a total of 119 inmates. We have 2 on home incarceration, 26 state inmates. We have 2 serving weekends, so we have an in-house total of 115. You can see the last 2 weeks our count's been up. Daily average for December, we had controlled intake was 575 man days. That's an average of 18 inmates a day. Class D's was 250 man days. That's a daily average of 8. Nelson County inmates, we had 2,737 man days. That's an average of 88. The total for the month of December, we had 3,562 man days. That's a daily average of 114 a day. New arrests and releases for December, males, the arrivals on males, we had 123, females 41. That's a total of 164. Releases, males, we had 123. Females, we released 38. That was a total of 161 for the month of December. Okay, sentenced inmates out of district court, we've got 12. We have 2 serving weekends. We have 14 waiting for court, which we have district court, I think, today. In home incarceration out of district, we have 1. We have 1 on work release, 2 performing community service. For the state sentenced controlled intake, we have 14. Class D's, we have 12. We have 7 of the state inmates that's performing community service, 1 on home incarceration. In circuit court, we have 62 waiting for court. Of course, we have circuit court Thursday too. Drug court, we have 1 that's serving time out of circuit. So we have 76 inmates that have not been sentenced. That's all I had to report.
Road department report, Jim?
The last couple of weeks, just routine things. I mean, this time of year, hardly any good projects going. We're doing one still in District 5. If we get that when we can. We call it covered landfills, covered material for landfill times, haul sand in for our sand salt mix. We haul in about 200 tons to get it moving to sand global. Cold mix pothos, if you guys got any areas that you see that needs anything, call it in, work order, whatever, either way you want to do it. Done some repair work on Harrison Fork Road out there between the creek crossings. They run out real bad. Fill those in, so drive through the road. Done some work on Walter Hall Road, shoemade, ditch work, total lanes, some pipe. Ran our snow routes Friday. Last Friday got pretty mean late, kind of, it's one of those things we were out to about 6, I guess, which is kind of unique to the road department. We usually get done around 4 with all the routes. But anyway, it worked out. Everything was clear Saturday. I think there was 1 or 2 roads that didn't quite clear off as much. And we're out running our routes. We came in early this morning, but the roads are in decent shape. But as I was coming in to this meeting, it started freezing, getting slick. But they're out running the route, putting down sand salt.
And Masters want to remind everybody, and I'm telling myself this sometimes, that we only, we don't salt roads 100% going down the highway. We do the curves, intersections, and with dangerous areas where we think it's dangerous areas. If you have a good straight stretch, and we're not going to, we might push it if it's enough to push, but we really haven't had a lot of snow to do it. So we don't salt 100%. Actually, the lane I live on, and you talked about a few minutes ago, my lane was pretty slick. Spots, but it was straight. I mean, just slow up, a little slow, and it worked. What are you laughing at?
No, it worked for you, but it might not work for the next guy.
So you go 25 miles an hour, it helps.
The jail project, United Mechanical, was supposed to start tomorrow. I don't know if they will be here or not. They're going to put in what we call phase 1 smoky back. It's the big exhaust fan. That's got 1 big exhaust fan that's being replaced, 2 bathroom exhaust fans that are going to be changed to 2 speed fans. They were scheduled coming in with cranes and whatnot tomorrow. I called when I get back to office, see if it's going to make it there. Real aggressive, and this weather's pretty rough on the roof, and they'll probably make a bigger mess than anything if they get up there now. So
Yeah, I don't know, but I wouldn't try to talk them out of delaying it a week.
yeah,
But so this next week will be cold again too. I was in the forecast.
last week we've been, last week
I saw some single
It never looked good, but that's the way it goes, so. That's about it.
Okay. Landfill solid waste report.
For the news media, if you guys can, because word got leaked out incorrectly, we are on schedule for garbage collection. So if you guys can pass that along, and I can't speak for the city, but I know they were running yesterday.
They were running yesterday.
So you may want to clarify that as well. We're not a lot of people getting it out, and we're getting a lot of phone calls. Our high look, we should get it back late this week, early next week. We're waiting on the change to come in. The only additional thing that came up there was seals that, if you guys know how you tighten up a track, how you grease it and pushes basically a cylinder out, where there's a seal, once it goes so far, and you go past that point, you basically got to put the new seal in. Kind of know that going into it. We got lucky, one's bad, one's good, so we'll just replace the one side, so it's a little more than what I originally told you. That's what's going on there. Don't forget bulky item. Almost 1 month. 24th of February is when we start. So it's coming up soon. Everybody, the passes have gone out. The notifications have gone out. If they haven't got it, they'll get it in this month's billing.
The billing cycle, yeah.
Depends on where you live and when you kind of get that. As far as my shop drawings, the only thing I got left is to pin down the HVAC and exhaust requirements. I need to get a site map done so I can actually submit a development plan. And then I got to pin down some explosion.
I don't know if you could get it approved or not from the other end of the county. It's a little tough.
In the pit, everything has to be explosion. It's not proof explosion resistant.
Yeah.
So I got to pin down some of that with our local electric people on what's available. I don't want to spell out something that our maintenance men can't get their hands on.
Yeah.
10 years down the road to replace. So I'm trying to do that with a lot of our materials, including our HVAC, not HVAC. So outside of that, I'm getting fairly close. I've got it with me. I'll show you guys afterwards. I mean, it's turned into 22 pages of drawings, so
Yeah.
it's very detailed.
It needs to be.
That it? Thank you, Brad. Next on the agenda is Sheriff's Report. Sheriff presented, and I put it in your mail, two things: his budget and his order setting the salaries for the new year. I received a copy of that, I believe. You already, that was his advancement. We've already seen that. But this was the one-page document talking about an order we have to approve, and then his budget. Anybody got any questions for the High Sheriff? I guess
I figured it was less than 5% increase over last year. In fact, it was less than 4.5%.
I guess this will be your last budget you'll be presenting this fiscal quarter.
Yes, sir.
Need a motion to approve? I'll try to get a motion to approve the order and the budget. Thank you, Byron. Is there a second? Second by Jeff Lear. Any further discussion? All approved, say aye. Aye. Disapproved? Motion will carry. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Next will be, and I think, Sheriff, you'll need the original back, I think it's
Yes,
here.
As soon as it gets signed, yes, sir.
I'll leave that aside here. Next order of business would be the Salt River lease for the communication tower. You guys got a copy of that as well? I always have to ask, because sometimes I get ahead of myself, forget to put it in your box. The lease for the Salt River tower. I need authorization from the court for me to sign the lease as provided. You guys are fully aware of the documents.
Yeah, I've got a question. I didn't see on here anywhere where it said it's just for Nelson County and Salt River. Is there a term or where nothing, where we can't lease the spot to nobody else, or they can't lease the spot to nobody else? I didn't see it.
For replacement, so I think it's spelled out in here. It says that they have the right to use up to a certain level, and we have that elevation from there up.
Right,
Correct.
that's their use.
Yes.
But it don't say nothing about nobody else. But that is the whole intention of the thing, right? It's just for us and Salt River.
Yeah.
That's correct. I would have to defer to Matthew on that, but
I didn't see
the
a spot.
lease agreement is only between us and them.
Here's what it says. It says, any further additions to the tower would have to be mutually agreed upon by both parties.
Where does it Second.
That's in section number 5, the last sentence of the first paragraph.
And it is to the tire. Right.
You know, you read these things, you have to go back and think about it. I think I read that.
Somebody else coming in asking.
Well, I was going
In
to say,
addition, has to be approved by municipal.
So it's
board.
okay.
That's the fairest part way to do it. 'Cause they may want to, let me give an example. School board might want to put something on there for the buses. I use that example.
Good.
Or whatever. So,
It's your tire.
Right.
As long as it doesn't exceed the
yeah.
load limit of the.
that's where I was going. We built the tire for our anticipated load, so the tire's not built to add any additional other than what Salt River may need in the future.
That would definitely agree.
And when we had the discussions with Salt River, we said project forward what you think you may want. And then when we had discussions with Joe, and the guys, way they do it, they give you so many square feet of stuff you can stick up there. You just start adding in, okay, if you stick a little satellite, how many square feet is it? You know, and you start adding in, then the tower is designed accordingly. If you go more square footage, well, now you got to back up and start more guy work, whatever, you know, I'm not that type of engineer. Matthew's put a lot of work in on that, so.
Motion to approve.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Keith, second by Jeff. All approved, say aye. Aye. Disapprove? Motion will carry. Thank you all. Thank you, Salt River, Nikki, for your.
Yes, sir. Thank you all for your cooperation.
Was that a work field?
Uh,
In spite of them,
It had been easy, but.
and he's dealing with Brad.
Not on the agenda under old and new business, we'll say, after some discussion this morning with our folks in Elizabethtown, our Feeding America program, we do plan on having our feeding program Wednesday. We will have an alternate plan to deal with the sign-ups, and I will deal with that. But we do plan on having that this month. The main core entrees is chicken and turkey, so we must have it split up there. But that is on, and I've got the Knights of Columbus volunteering for that. You guys have anything to present to the court? Vernon's got to go to a funeral and serve a mass. Any discussion out here? Motion to adjourn, made by Bernard Ice, second by Jerry Hahn. All approved, say aye. Disapprove? Thank you all.